Okay, this vehicle is the Lamborghini Corsita. I hope I pronounced that right, but it's actually the podium vehicle this week. And I'm not gonna lie, I'll probably buy it. I'm not gonna win it because, well, I'm lazy, okay? What can I say? Let's move on to the test drive. Okay, guys, so in case I haven't said, you can find us on the podium vehicle. It's a sports car, and I honestly would recommend it. Guys, try and win this car if you can, but I'm not gonna do it. I'm too lazy to do it. Anyway, from this point forward, you're not gonna hear me. Okay, this is the Dominator GTT. Now remember that name for later. Anyway, this car performs well, handles well, brakes well, everything about the car is good.
This car can be found at the salvage yard.
Anyway, let's move on to the next car. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, this car is really good. I like the Dinka Sugoi. I don't know why. I thought I was gonna think this car was gonna be trash, but I actually don't mind this car at all. I mean, I've heard people say bad things about the car, but it looks good. I'll tell you that, it looks good. So yeah, I'd recommend it. I'd recommend the Sugoi.
This car could also be found at the salvage yard.
Okay, guys, so we have the Infernus Classic here. Not a bad car. So if you want to find it, it's at the salvage yard. So you unfortunately can't buy it, but you can sell it and get some money from it. But is it worth it to buy? I'm gonna have to say no, unfortunately. It's not that I don't think the car performs well at all. Actually, the car actually does perform well, and I would say go get it. But this doesn't feel like a priority. So don't go get the car. Save it for one of your last purchases, if you want to get it. It is a nice car, don't get me wrong, but it's got to be like a last priority kind of thing. Okay, this is the Porsche Natale GTB. This car is in the Endless Car Meet as a test ride. This car is great around corners. It handles well, it brakes well. Everything about the car is great. So I wouldn't say this is a bad car. This is not a bad car. I probably would say recommend it, but it's not a priority. Okay, I don't think this car, you should get it straight away just to spend your money in something. Like, only get it if you really want it. I know that might not make sense, but I'm trying, okay? Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so I know I crashed here a lot, but I still would recommend this car. Okay, I'll give it the honest review. This car could be better on corners, like it could have better turning and stuff, but the car is still very good. This car is the Itali GTO. How ironic, we did the Itali GTB last, now we're doing the Itali GTO, and you can find us at the Alice Car Meet as well. So would I recommend it? Yeah, I would absolutely recommend it, because of one specific reason. This car is old. I love old cars, so yeah, I would absolutely recommend it. Okay, so this is the Jester Classic. I had to use my own one, so your car won't be as good as mine unless you upgrade it. And would I recommend it? Yeah, I'd say this car is worth it. I'm pretty sure this livery I put on it, it's supposed to be from a movie, but I'm not too sure about that. Anyway, the car is good. It performs well, takes well on corners. Everything about the car is great. So yes, I would actually recommend the Jester Classic. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, guys, so I know I crashed at the end there, but I still would recommend this car. And there is a reason, actually, to say that, well, obviously. But I actually tried recording this earlier, and it turned out I couldn't use that footage, so I had to redo this one. And the last test I did on this car, it was really good. The car performed really handled well, brake well. Everything about the car was great. And this is also the prize ride this week. You can get it by coming top 5 in the Alice Car Meet for 2 days in a row. And honestly, this is actually not too bad. I honestly will try to go for it. Maybe. Maybe I'll even go for it. I don't know. Nah, I probably won't. Let's just move on to the next one. Okay, this is the Dominator GT. I swear to God, this vehicle's on the luxury place all the time. Like, I'm not joking. This car's seriously on there all the time. Can't we have something different? And the next car has also been on it several times as well. So, uh, this car performs well, handles well. Yeah, it performs well, great. And honestly, I think my friend would love this car. And I'm going to show you why just now, real quick. This car's also a convertible. So my friend would absolutely love to do this car. But lucky for me, I don't really want to do it. And he's not here right now, so maybe in a future video. Anyway guys, I would absolutely recommend this car. It's a nice car, it can drive and it can handle well. Okay, this is the Viva Knight. This car is an SUV. The car performs well, it brakes well, it handles well, but I do feel like it's a little bit slow. It's not that fast, but it's not that slow. So it's kind of like in the middle area. So yeah, I would still recommend this car. And my friend would have hated to do this car because he hates SUVs for some weird reason. Let's move on to the next one.
Okay, so this is the Vapid Clique. I really hope I pronounced it right, but the car we found at Simeon's place. But honestly, why would anyone ever want this car? I just don't like the look of it. Let's just move straight on to the next one. I don't recommend it.
I still would say no to this car. This car's the Revolta. You find it at Simeon's place. Don't get it. It's a waste of time. But I will give this car credit where it's due. It can take corners well, but I still wouldn't recommend it. It is ugly as anything. Okay, so this is the Condo City. First thoughts, this car is somewhat good at taking corners, so yeah, I'd say go for it if you want it, but it's not a priority. Another thought I had while driving this car was I feel like rich people would drive a car like this, you know? Or something like that. I don't know. I feel like a rich person would drive a car like this. Anyway, um, let's move on to the next car. Okay, this is the Roosevelt. You can find it at Symbion's place. This car actually can take corners pretty well. I'm not gonna lie. This car also has some decent looks. So yeah, I would actually recommend this car. I can't imagine this car having many upgrades though, unfortunately. But anyway, let's move on to the last car of the day. Okay, so this is a 717. Go for it. But I like to test drive this car. This is found at Simeon's place. But anyway, that's going to wrap it up. Show your support, subscribe. We'll see you guys next one. Bye.